Today's patio chat is being brought to you locally by Westridge Furniture in Delphus. See it all at your finer outdoor furniture store.
Well, welcome back, everyone. I know it doesn't feel like winter now, but it's just around the corner, and we might want to know what to do with those cars that you've been driving this summer. So we have Tom Grothous in to discuss that. Tom, welcome.
Well, we're here in 80 degrees or 75 degrees, and we're talking about winter,
Well,
you know.
it's just around the corner.
That could be here in a couple weeks, maybe, you know. So, you know, a lot of times we know to change the oil and, you know, check our tires to see if we got enough tires and that. Check our brakes, you know, that's the everyday stuff. What about the windshield wipers? You know, how can you preserve the windshield wipers? You know, because all summer you haven't been using them, so they're drying out and that. One of those good things to use that's really cheap is WD-40. Put it on a rag, wipe it on the windshield wiper. You're taking care of all that grease and grime that's stuck on there, and it displaces water. So when you put it on your windshield, it's clean. It doesn't leave any streaks. So that's a good one.
Awesome tip.
You know, so, and the other thing is door seals. We don't think about door seals now, but in the winter when it's raining, freezing rain and sleet, and you go out there and there's this crust of water frozen on you. You try to open the door and you snap your fingernail on the door handle. You try to pull it and everything. You'd wish that you did this back in this time of year. And that is take silicone spray or silicone gel and go around your door seals and put that on there. And don't forget about the door seals under the door on the outside on the door itself. And then go and kind of wipe that off after it's been on there 10, 15 minutes. Wipe it off. It sucks into that molding, and it's there for the rest of the winter. Then when you have all that ice and snow, you just chip it around the door frame, and then you open it up. And you go, wow, that was so easy.
Very nice.
Instead of tearing those door frames off, you know, see all that.
For those of you that might be storing their car for the winter, what about batteries? Like, do you have to take it out and run it for a while, or does it matter on what type of car you have? You know, you have the electric, you have the, you know, the mixed between gas and electric.
Well, a lot of times you'll have that green or white stuff on your battery terminals. Everybody says, well, pour Coca-Cola on it, you know, and it'll heat that up. Well, it does take away that, but then it puts a coating on your connection, and then next time you go to use it, maybe when the weather changes, that cold to warm, you lose a connection. So you can use that with baking soda. I prefer that you just use sparkling water, which got fizz in it, and baking soda, pour it on there, and then clean it off with water afterwards. Then you don't have any residue like the Coca-Cola. But it's always better to take that terminal off, clean it, and then put it back on. Now, with that said, the new cars, you do that, you lose all of your memory and your radio settings, your temperature settings, everything. So what do? Well, you've all got batteries for your phone that's extra, and you got that cable. You get a receptacle that goes into your cigarette lighter.
Which if they have them.
Yeah, if they have them. But you always have that connector. Put your connector in, your USB into it. Turn the ignition to accessory. Because a lot of them, if you don't, there's no power from your battery going in through. And the point of that is you've got power to your car now, which keeps the Freds, the freaking ridiculous electronic devices, your computers alive. Then you go out, take your terminals off, clean them, put them back on, you're good to go, and you haven't lost anything. That is fantastic. Now, storing your car. Clean that terminal off and that. But I'm from the world that believes that a car is like a woman or a guy. They like to be taken out, they like to be taken care of, they like to be respected, and that's what you do with a car. You store it, but then in the wintertime, there's days when it's dry out and there isn't any water or anything out there, and it's nice blue sky, but it's cold. Go get your car out of storage and go drive it for 2 or 3 hours.
There you go.
Enjoy the car. That car sitting there is like being put in a prison, so to speak, for us humans. You know, it wants to get out and go.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point of storing a car.
All right. Well, Tom, I'm going to have to bring my car to you for the winter. You're going to have to check
I'll
it over.
take it out for a drive.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on today, Tom. I appreciate it. All right.
you.
Well, don't go away. Medical news is coming up next.